Just, yeah. We got this thing all loaded up, Drift Week style, all packed up. Basically everything is in here. We were over at Wawa, just left the track. We seen this thing. What do you think of that, Charles? What do you think about it? We were at the LZ event. We seen them leaving it. And as soon as they pulled out, the sheriffs just like pulled out right behind them. And we thought they were gonna pull them over just because, you know, like, no, I think North Carolina just outlawed these things. Yeah, we came out of the thing and they started talking to us about the Corvette, and we started talking to them about, what do we call it? So what do we call it?
It's leaning.
Leaning?
Yeah.
That's what it is. So these guys, it's got this Yukon that's leaning. It's got a, I guess it's got like a Silverado lift in the front and it's lowered in the back. But it's got these big old wheels. So this is Gage right here. He likes my Corvette. I like this thing. It's interesting. I don't know. And you guys have been doing this for like 3.5 years. We were asking him like, how do you see out of the front? And he's like, it's not that bad. And so he said, a lot of people want to kill him. Kids love him. Old people love it. For the most part, it's pretty cool and gets basically a lot of attention. What size are the wheels on it?
26 by 14.
And what is, how big a lift in the front?
It's at 9 right now.
Okay.
9
And
inches.
you go up or down, or?
It's adjustable. You can go from 7 to 9, and I could go like an inch taller. So I go to 10 if I wanted to.
Okay. And then you actually lower the rear.
Yeah, it's got lowering springs.
Okay, so that's all it is in the back?
Yeah.
Obviously, two-wheel drive is the way to go.
It's 4-wheel drive. I took the CVs out because
Okay.
they snap.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Let's
So-
sling grease everywhere. Yeah.
But we were asking him about like what do you do with it? Like, do you run into people? Do you run over people? He said, you want to drive it? So
How you do it?
I said, you know what? Like, honestly, like I almost wouldn't mind driving it just to see what it is. So we're at Wawa. I'm just gonna take it around the parking lot.
If he's actually down.
Are you?
Yeah, I don't care. Go ahead. Keys are in it.
I think it's funny. All right, well, I'm gonna hop in. Can you turn all the way, or you got?
It rubs a little bit.
Watch out for that guy. Yeah. And it does like 80 down the highway, no problem?
Yeah, I could cruise at 80, no problem.
You know, honestly, it's really not bad. I mean, as long as nobody like directly got in front of you,
Yeah.
you would be fine. And if you got your boys with you, you could just say, hey, hang out the window.
Yeah. No, when I need to get over, sometimes it's like a, hey, can you check my side real quick?
So this is one of those things, like, if you're going with somebody,
Yeah.
you gotta bring somebody with
For sure, yeah. It's the right corners that are tough.
Yeah. No, like over there, it's definitely...
Yeah, that's definitely the bad area.
I think it's so silly, but it's like hilarious. It makes me want to do it.
Yeah.
Like, I just want to do it now because just the way it is. It's
No,
just
yeah,
funny.
definitely.
Like,
I mean,
it's just funny.
I tell people all the time, like, hop in it. I don't care. Like, I try to prove that it's not as bad as it seems.
Yeah. No, it's not bad at all. I think the camera thing in the front would be a game changer.
Yeah, no,
for it.
definitely.
I'm surprised, like, that's one of the things that I was curious about, like, in the videos. Is like, well, like, don't they have, like, a camera or something in the front? That,
Yeah.
like, you know, makes it where you can actually see.
Toot it.
Do I look great? No, I like, so I have an issue with like not having a purpose to build a car or something. But like the reason I would build this is just to smile and like drive. Like it's just funny. Like it's just cool. Like I like it. No, it's like cool. I like
Well,
it.
then you get like the heated seats. You get the full. I mean, it's all fully loaded sunroof.
Yeah. Sick dope. Well, hey man, appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
Well, buddy.
Yeah. All right, guys. On the side of the road, we made it 3.5 hours, and we got to Georgia. We got pulled over by the Georgia police because they couldn't see what license plate was on there because I have a temporary Texas registration, one that you basically print out online, and I figured that was better than nothing. And so anyhow, she pulled me over, like checked out the car, wanted to run the VIN number on it. Then she went ahead and plugged in her OBD2 reader in it and asked me to start it. So I basically put my foot on the clutch, started it, hopped out, and it just started running really bad, like bump, 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 like barely running at all. Right now I'm thinking there's no fuel pressure. So the This was a flooded car. I don't know if her plugging in that shorted it. Maybe if we've been driving for this long and it's been fine, and then now it's mad because it's hot. I really don't know, but it's not starting. We're literally like 24 hours at least from home. Yeah. At least 24 hours from home, which is crazy. And it's not starting. So I'm looking at the fuses. Good thing we have some tools with us. Fuel pump relay is triggering on. Down here in this little thing, we have right here, it says fuel. So but if you pull this out, you can actually see how it's like almost a little bit corroded. So I'm gonna try to clean those contacts off, make sure that these things have power. There's a fuel pump connector behind the, I think the driver's fender well or whatever. So maybe we can see if it's getting fuel, see if it's getting power to that. And go from there. But yeah, as of right now, we're stuck, which is literally like my worst nightmare on a road trip like this. Taking a car that's like a salvage title thing, but it's like 20,000 miles Z06, but it was like flooded in 2013. And then it was just so weird because literally, it was perfect driving. She followed me for like 2 miles, and basically the only thing she could pull me over for was not being able to see like the where the plate was registered to, whether it was Texas or whatever, because it just had a number. And then the tint on the back glass, which I don't even think that's a law, but can't even see them in their own cars, but they have really strict window tint laws. Like they're literally pitch black in there. You can't see them because like we were driving and I looked over at her and she had like these green sunglasses on. And then she seen Charles sleeping and she's like, oh, wow. I'm gonna mess with these relays. Hopefully we get this thing figured out.
So the officer lady said that she's gonna go get us an OBD2 reader, find a mechanic that'll lend her one. Trev's still working on this stuff, trying to unplug. Just, yeah, we're hosed. So far, yet so far.
Nothing at all. I'm a professional. You know, there's many different definitions for a professional, but I would say the number one is a professional is somebody who knows how to fix their own ups. And that's exactly why this thing wasn't running. It didn't have fuel pressure. We cranked it, and I pushed the needle earlier after we had cranked it, and then it squirted out a little. I was like, oh, it's got fuel pressure. Then we cranked it, no fuel pressure came out, so we checked the fuses, checked all the other stuff. Fuel filler neck is right here, and then this connector right here, that's basically positive and ground right there. And so I was sitting here looking at it and I was like, okay, well, there's a ground. It had basically 10 volts when we were cranking it. And I was like, okay, well, what could be the issue? So then I had this little aha moment, you know, because we had to drop the rear subframe in here and we had to do all this rear brake stuff. Well, guess what? Right here, take a look at this. See that guy right there? That's a little bit of ground. That was only, it was like that far out because I just like hand threaded it. That was it. Just gave it a little boop, boop, boop. And I was gonna tighten it later. Good and tight now. Well, we got 24 more hours to go.
Let's go.
I guess let me put all this back together and
hit the road. Good job, buddy.
I mean, I was like, so we called people on Instagram and like, so we got a lot of people trying to help us out right now. So if you guys reached out on Instagram, I really, really appreciate you guys. Charles was reaching out to people and I was like, hey, hold on, like, let's don't use all of our resources yet if we don't need them. And then that's when I found the ground because he was trying to get somebody over here and I was like, hold on, let's try this. So we're here. I knew that this thing wouldn't let us down. It was me. It was me. So, you know, you live and you learn, and I guess make sure you put all your grounds on.
We're gonna pack everything up and hit the road.
Buddy, we're back. You know what's better than walking? I'll tell you. Like, we were getting ready to walk up the on-ramp, but I'd rather do this. I'd rather do that up the on-ramp than walk.
Look at that.
Look at the line going.
We were thinking about this motel, the Super 8 motel
yeah,
right
we were gonna
here.
check into that Super 8 right there and figure it out. I know my rig.
That's not okay.
It's fine, fine.
It's not.
Really fine.
It's not fine.
All right, guys, so we made it back to Colorado. Over here dropping Charles off at his apartment complex. I'm trying to get him out of this place. I'm trying to get him to move down, put like a little cot or something in my shop, and then that way we can have videos like you guys seen on the strip the whole time. Again, he has been coming down about twice a week and helping me film and edit some other stuff, but I think we need more.
Maybe,
you know,
maybe
new
next
year, new and improved MotionAutoTv. And you know, Charles is gonna be a big part of that. So appreciate you going on the trip with me.
Of course.
I have another couple hours to drive. We just uploaded the Lz Invitational video. If you didn't see that, please go check it out. Put a lot of time and effort into that, and Charles edited the crap out of it. Basically in the passenger seat of this Corvette on the way home for like 10 hours. So 28-hour drive. Corvette's doing great. I still got another couple of hours ahead of me to get home to see, you know, Jamie and the kids and the Supra and all the other stuff. But